If your business is doing 6 or 7 figures and you're still working 50 to 70 hours a week, it's not because you're lazy, it's because you're working on the wrong shit. And I was stuck there too, until one daily habit took me from 6 to 7 figures and cut my hours in half. And in this video, I'll show you how to use it to get back 20 hours of your time. I'm Quentin, and I built a 1.5 million recruitment consultancy that's helped over 100 companies hire more than 500 people, and now I help 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs get from 20 to 30 hours a week back without cutting revenue. A few years ago, I was working from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. 6 out of 7 days a week. And what changed everything was a simple morning habit I still use today. I look at my to-do list and I define 3 non-negotiables for the day, and then I run the rest of my list through the do, drop, delegate filter to clear as much as possible. So let me show you exactly how I do it so you can find your own 20 reclaimable hours per week. So let's talk about your 3 daily non-negotiables. And they're called the 3 daily non-negotiables because those are the 3 things that no matter what you will accomplish. You will not stop working, you will not go to sleep until you've cleared those 3 things. And believe me, it's going to make a world of difference. And those things are always for me one thing that brings in revenue. So I know I made money that day, or at least I did something that brought me closer to making money that day. 1, hiring or systems task, because hiring and creating systems basically do the same thing. They clear work off your plate, because when you hire somebody for something, you don't have to do it anymore. And once you've created a system for it, you don't have to babysit people doing it anymore. And the third thing is one-time task. So for today, my revenue task is a contract negotiation, because I have a client that wants to renegotiate terms, and I know that if I do it right, I will get paid more, so I will have made money for the day. Then my hiring and systems task is to post a job, because I'm going to start hiring more recruiters from my agency. And my time thing is write a playbook for LinkedIn messages, because when I hire junior recruiters, one of the things that always come back to me is when they send messages and they get new replies, they come to me and they ask what they have to do. So this time I decided before hiring them that I will have a complete playbook ready with the most common answers they get and what to reply to them. So that way I won't have to go and look at the same message 10 times again. And then everything else that stays on my list after that goes to a filter I call do, drop, and delegate. What it basically looks like is this. So everything that's under do are the things that bring in money that only I can do. That, or, things that are under 5 minutes. So for example, I had to order 2 books for 2 team members of mine. And instead of sending an email to my PA to order the books, I did it myself, because I was already on Amazon. I knew that was in my to-do list. So I did it, and it took me under a minute. So I knew it was done. I didn't have to delegate it, because it was just a short thing to do. The drop things are usually the things that look like work, but that aren't really work. So mostly it's the busy work you're doing or the ego projects. And one example is that I've been wanting to redesign my logo for a few years now, because it's between 6 to 8 years old and I just want a new one. But the truth is that my logo is perfectly fine, and changing my logo won't make me any money. So I might as well just leave it as it is instead of listening to my ego that just wants a shiny new logo. And then the delegate part are just things that bring you low money per hour, so things you shouldn't be doing as a founder of the company. And it's everything or anything that kills your energy for the rest of the day and things you just suck at, because if you're really, really bad at it, just don't do it. Let somebody else do it. So, for example, earlier today, I started writing my presentation for 2026 to show to the company. But truth be told, I suck at making presentations, and I also hate it, so it drains my energy. And this is why I made a simple outline on one document. I sent it over to my marketer, who does great presentations, and then she did it in less than an hour, and she gave me something that was way better than what I could have done anyway in maybe 2 or 3 times that, so everybody was happy. And if you're finding this useful, I put this and more into a short PDF. It's called the 20-Hour Founder Framework. It shows you where to win back 20 to 30 hours a week without getting profit. It's free, the link is in the description. Have fun with it, enjoy it. And the reason you've got an endless to-do list as a founder is because you're spending time on things you shouldn't be even doing. So let's take a look about how I handle it. So for my to-do list, or as I call it, my must-do list, and I call it my must-do because I just prefer calling it that way. So the first thing I have on there is that I have that client call about negotiation. The second thing was redesigning the logo. Then I had to make my slide deck for my 2026 presentation. I've got a 0 inbox to do because I've got quite a few mails that need to be taken care of. There are some invoices that need to be sent. Also the 2 books to order. I have an end of year LinkedIn post to make and some updates to the CRM. Well, the thing is, so client call I'm going to do because it's a priority. Redesigning the logo, as we said, I'm going to drop it because it doesn't need to be done. The slide deck is getting delegated. 0 inbox is a mix. I'm going to do some emails because there are just simple yes or no emails or personal things I need to reply to, and for the things that really need to be done that require admin work or anything, I'm going to delegate those. The invoices will also be delegated. The 2 books, I do it or I've done them by now. The LinkedIn post I'm going to drop because it's just a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year post, and honestly nobody cares about it. LinkedIn is already full of it and I don't think mine will make a big difference. And the last thing is updating the CRM, and this will be a delegate because since I am no longer doing sales or recruitment, it's not my task to do it. It's my recruiter's task or my salespeople's task to do them. So I won't do it, but I will tell them to do it. So the habit is simple. You take 3 non-negotiables every morning and then you run everything else through do, drop and delegate. And I'm sure that if you do that for 90 days, your hours will drop and your business will keep growing. And if frameworks like this aren't your thing, but you want my help actually implementing this in your business, there is a link down in the description for that too. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.